We advocate for honesty, right?
Yes,
we advocate for a lot of honesty, but at the same time we are saying learn the timing. It is situational, and the truth is not always the best.
So people will tell you, and by the way, wako imeinama. You move kidogo 2 steps, by the way, imeinama. That's bad. Keep it to yourself until there is, you won't erode
until
the
there's
confidence.
Something you can do about it.
Exactly.
I feel like that should be underlined. That should be our point of emphasis. Yeah. If there's nothing you can do about a situation,
yes,
and you're trying to tell somebody to do something about it, and there's nothing that can be done, then leave it.
Exactly.
Leave it. Don't lie.
Yes, don't lie. Withhold
but don't
the
tell.
information.
Withhold the information. As so many quotes surround the word truth. Quotes like, face reality as it is, tomorrow's greatest leaders are those that encourage people to face reality and help the people around them to face reality. There's nothing so powerful as the truth, and nothing offers something stranger than the truth. Accept everything as it is, and the list goes on. And we have the most common one that the truth is better than a lie, right? Something like that. So today we want to discuss the truth, and we want to look at it from this perspective. We want to see, is the truth always a better option as compared to the alternative of withholding information and or lying? And does the truth always work in all circumstances? And of course, our voice of expert today is Dr. Sabina, because this is self-efficacy with Dr. Sabina, and we want Dr. Sabina to give us her views on the truth and how much information you should always give in what in the examples that she's going to give us. And I also want her to tell us, is the truth always the first option? Is the truth always the better option? So, Dr. Sabina, truth or no truth?
Thank you. I would say that when you put it like that, I would go for the truth. The truth is always better than a lie. But much as I do not advocate lies, it's a no and a no and a no-go zone. But the truth is good, but must be given at the right time and in the right doses. What do I mean? So when I talk today, I will not be talking about truth versus lies, because there is no argument. The truth is the thing. I'll be talking about truth versus withholding the truth. It's not a matter of telling a lie, but withholding the truth, maybe for a moment or a time like that. And I want to think of some specific examples where there would be need to tell the truth, but withhold it for some time or the like. Okay, let me give you an example here. I'll give it like a story. I think, let me give you a story.
We look forward to the stories. It's why we are here. You're here for the stories, yeah.
I attended a certain funeral, and it was very sad. So the parents of the young man who had passed on were crying. They were so sad. The family were sad. So we went to condole with them, and it was a sad scenario. But this young man was a thief. And he had died from an accident, which he got when he was drunk. Actually, he just got so drunk, he slept on the way, and the water came and drowned him. So it was that kind of an accident. And he was a thief, like I said. So in the community, everybody kept on saying how this, let's call him James, this James, son of so-and-so, is really causing havoc to us and the like. So when he died, the pastors came and the churchmen came to condole with the family. But one of the things they said is that we are not going to have any song in this family, in this compound, because how do we sing and the person whom we are burying today is a sinner.
Oh my God.
This man is in what do you call this? In hell. Maybe he's already burning. His fate is sealed, and that kind of thing. And remember, the man is dead, so he cannot hear him being judged.
Yes.
He can no longer change his ways.
He can.
But the people who made us go there, are the family members.
The ones that are alive.
Yes.
The ones that are living.
And you know, blood is thick. It's thicker than water. So these people, much as their man was a thief, he was their brother. He was their son. And he was the father to somebody.
Yes.
He was everything to somebody.
Yeah.
And so these persons are sad. They have lost their loved one. And us here, all the church people, were so insensitive. So I felt like, let us tell the people who are alive,
yes,
you need not to sin. The sinners will go to hell. But if you have nothing to say good about this dead person, don't say it.
They are not there anymore.
They can't hear.
They are not there.
And number two, the pain is not caused to this bad man. It is caused to the parent.
family,
And I don't know,
friends.
my viewer there, whether you have ever lost a relative or a loved one.
Someone
And at the
close.
point of death, you forget all the bad things about this person. And you yearn that and wish that this person could come back to life. And then here somebody is telling you of how this man is burning
They are
in
not
hell.
going to sing because it's burning in hell.
Yes,
That
it is a
not
time
right.
to even encourage people to have hope in God. And some even, I do not really believe in what they say, but I admire a certain church, I will not mention it, where they even say you can pray for the dead to be forgiven.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it, maybe.
Pray for atonement
but
of the
what
dead.
But what I mean is, when you attend that funeral, there's a lot of peace.
There is hope.
Because these people who are left, they feel, okay, our person has not gone anywhere. He's not gone to hell. He's not gone forever. One day, we shall see him again. Because you know, even if he's a sinner, they believe he will be forgiven. You may not believe that. I am not saying you believe in that.
Yes.
I may not also believe in that. But I'm saying, are there some words you could say to console those who are mourning?
Yeah.
And if you do not need to say a lie, if you don't believe in that, you don't need to lie to them. But what I'm saying, can you keep off the information about the dead and what they did? Talk about the living, what they need to do. Focus on their getting the peace.
Yes.
Pray to God that He gives them peace.
And hope
Sing
for
the
better
songs
life. Yeah.
that will give them peace, and the dead one will not hear. And even if you have not forgiven the dead, you are not dealing with the dead person. You are dealing with the living.
Right.
I'll give you another example. A
Before you give us
different one.
another example, Dr. Sabina, I want to interrupt you a bit, and I say this, that what these people are doing is giving truth based on their own perception.
Exactly.
Yeah? And when truth is based on your own perception, it's not necessarily factual. It is sometimes biased based on your beliefs, based on what you think, and based on your perspective of life. So now that is different from a situation where this is the factual information, this is what is, yeah?
Universal truth.
Not universal, this is what is. I walked in, I broke a cup, you come and ask me, did you break that cup? You see, if I say I didn't break that cup, I'd be lying. And if I don't speak, I will be withholding the truth. Now, is it right to withhold the truth when it is actually a factual thing? Because you see, when it is perspectives, it hurts people. When these people came here, they do not, they judge from what they believed, yeah?
Yes.
As a Christian, this person had sinned against God, and because of that, he has gone to hell. Which is not a right way to do a thing, yeah?
Yes.
And the next thing is this person is already gone. There's not much you can do about it. This is not the victim. The victims are the people who are living.
Yes.
So I feel like while it's very effective and it means it teaches us that the truth is not always the right direction, it also brings about a lot of questions, yeah? Could you give us an example of a different scenario and hopefully answer the question that I have tried to pass on?
All right, that's a very good observation, because like she says, in terms of matters of faith, it is not universal. There are people who believe this and others like that. But why I used that example is because the people who are being consoled, they also belonged to that church. So they had common belief.
Yeah.
They understood and knew about their faith. It was common. There was no conflict.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, much as there was no conflict, and that's why I'm saying you couldn't tell them that the person could be atoned for his sins, because they didn't believe that. But you could as well have kept quiet about the sins of the man and concentrated on the peace of God, so that they at one time think of what God is going to do for them than what is happening to their loved one. Because I tell you, when you lose a loved one, it pains you to even think of where he is. You even ask yourself, where is he? And they're like, is he going through troubles or is he okay? And they're like, but that one aside, now I want to bring another scenario. Suppose you have a boss, and by the way, did you know the word of a boss is a command? It's not a request. Actually, you know, with all the respect and the like. And so the boss comes and gives you an order. Maybe I want this stone, which is very heavy, to be moved. If you tell him, no, boss, this stone can never be moved the way it is, and they're like, there are some people who cannot take a no like that. You know very well it can't be moved. But if you just tell him no, it cannot be moved, he feels like you are undermining his authority. So you don't tell him no. You don't tell him it can't be moved. You first weigh him, weigh what he wants. So you ask him again, you want this stone to be moved from here to there? Yes, that is what I want. So, and he asks you, can it be moved? If you said no, it's like you can be fired. You are contradicting the boss. So, can it be moved? Do you say no or yes? Neither of them. So you say, let us try. You see, you already have an answer.
You already know the truth.
You know it will not be moved. And unless he brings a tractor or the like. But you can't tell him because of the position. Your position, you must learn your position. So you tell him, let us try. Because when you have known his desire, and in all he has, he wants the stone to be moved. So you don't want to contradict him. So you tell him, let us try. And then he tells you, okay, lift it. And you pretend, not you pretend, you actually lift it. And you know very well, you are not doing anything, it will not move.
It will not move.
But this is a truth you want him to see, not to hear. You see that what I'm saying? You have withheld the truth so that he gets the truth in another way or from other means. Instead of you telling him and arguing with him, you let him see it for himself.
Right.
That is the kind of thing I'm saying. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm feeling like it's a matter of situational ethics, yeah? What to do at what time.
Yes.
And how it affects the people you're telling. So if the truth will hurt.
Yes, the truth will hurt.
If the truth will hurt, should we tell the truth?
Yes, we should tell the truth, but not in the way it hurts. You tell the truth in a way that it doesn't hurt.